Hi guys, and welcome to another Python video tutorial on regular expressions. And I have my Visual Studio Code IDE opened here, and we're talking about regular expressions. So let's get right into it quickly. So what do we mean by Python RegEx? So the word regex is the same thing as regular expression. Okay, so a regular expression, a regex, is simply a sequence of characters that forms a search pattern. Okay, so let's say I would just write a text right here in a text. Okay, I would declare a variable, sorry, and set its value to a string that says I love singing and dancing, for instance. So this is a simple text. Now a regex is simply a sequence of characters that actually forms a search pattern. Supposing I ask you to search this text and find and check if the word love exists, how are you going to do it? So there are methods to do this, and one of the methods is using regular expressions. So regular expressions, or regex itself, is actually a Python built-in module. Okay, so how do you import that? So remember our modules in Python. If you haven't watched that video, you can watch the previous video and you get to find out more about modules. Okay, Python modules. So all I simply need to do is add this import re for regular expressions, and then I can start working and doing some basic search on this particular text. Okay, so regular expressions, like I said, is simply a sequence of characters, okay, that just helps you to find form a search pattern, and then you can actually do some basic things with that particular search. So there are regex functions. Okay, so because this is a module, when you want to use this module, what you simply need to do is call this re and then the dot operator, and then you see that I have some regex functions. Now there is this sub, there is the find all, there's compare, search, split, and match. So one of the very popular regex function is this search function. Okay, and I'll tell you exactly what the search method or the search function does. So it returns a match object. Like if there is a match anywhere in the string, this search is going to return that particular search. Okay, that particular match. That is exactly what it returns. So let's let's do something quickly, and then we will try and search something in this particular string. Okay, so how do you do that? You give the search instruction right here in the first string, and then let's say, supposing we want to search if this text begins with I. Okay, now what we will just do is just say, and then we add the text here. So what this command is saying is, search if this text begins with I. Okay, and what do we want to do? Okay, let's just print y and see what we have right there. So I'll just do print y. I'll save that. Okay, I'll go to my terminal and just run the program. So all I need to do is python code.py, hit enter, and you see re.match. Okay, and object, and of course you see this match, it's saying yes, I. So before we do the print, let's just do an if statement to make this easy. So I'll just say if y. Okay, and if you have not watched the video on if statements, go and watch it so you understand exactly what I'm doing here. So if y, I'm going to say print found, right, and then I'm just going to do else. Okay, else just print not found, right, not found. Okay, so I'm going to save this once again, and then go back to my terminal, clear this, and hit enter, and you can see it says found. Okay, because actually this statement, it's true, the text actually begins with the word I. Now if I change this to say A, for instance, and I save this, and don't worry, I'm going to go over this characters right here. I'll go over the different meta characters that you can use to actually compose your search pattern. Okay, now if I do this and I change that to A, let me just clear this in my terminal, and if I come back here and I hit enter, you see I have not found, because actually this character simply means does the text begins with A. Okay, and the answer is no, so it prints out not found. Okay, so let's continue. So we have search here. Okay, so we have the search function. Another function we have is the find all function. Okay, so find all function. Now what this find all function returns, it just returns a list containing all the matches. Okay, it returns a list containing all the matches, and we will go over that as well. Now another function we have is the split function. Okay, so I'm just going to write that split function, and what the split function actually returns is a list where the string has been split at each match. Okay, and then we have the sub function, which replaces one or many matches with a string. So the very last one is the sub, replaces the matches with a particular string. Okay, so let's go over the meta characters that actually exist in when you're talking about regex in Python. So the first meta character is the square bracket. Okay, and I'm just simply going to comment all the meta characters as I explain. Okay, so we have the square bracket, right? And what the square bracket does is it just tells you, oh, search for this set of characters. Okay, so I'm going to just demonstrate it. So this square bracket is used to search for a set of characters, and supposing we want to search this text for, let's say, A to Z. Okay, what we simply do is use the square brackets, right, and just say A to Z. All right, so it's going, sorry, square bracket there. So it's going to search this text and see if the text has ABC up to Z. Are you getting? If it sees any match, it's going to say found. Okay, so CLS, and I'm just going to run that right here, and you see not found because I didn't save this. So I will save this and come back here, clear that, and run it again, and you see it says found because actually it can find A to Z. Now I'm pretty sure it can't find X to Z because there is nothing like X to Z here. So if I save this once again, I'll run this, and you see that I have not found right now. Okay, so I guess you get this meta character, what it's used for. Now the next meta character you have to know is this backslash. Okay, so what is the backslash used for really? Now remember, this backslash is simply an escape character. Okay, now it's an escape character, and it's a special sequence. Okay, so this backslash is also a special sequence. I'm going to explain this as we go along. So this is a special sequence, and I'll use it in an example. Now let's go on. Then you have this carat symbol. Okay, like this. On Windows you hold Shift and 6 to get this symbol. On my computer, and this simply means any does the string start with this particular letter. Okay, so means does it start with, okay, you are checking if the text starts with this a particular letter. Okay, so and that is why we did this the last time. That's why we did, you are checking if the Q, that means you're checking does this text start with Q. Okay, it's going to also return the search values. Okay, if it starts with Q, it's going to return that in a list like we explained before. Now I'm just simply going to clear this. So what else do we have? We also have the end with. Okay, so I'm just going to do this hash, and this $sign. Okay, this $sign means you're checking if it ends with. Okay, and how do you check if it ends with? For example, let's say we want to check if this text ends with dancing. So what we just need to say is we just put dancing like this, right? And then we say $sign. What you are telling Python is that, hey, does the text end with dancing? If you save this and then you come here, and because the text ends with dancing, it's going to say found. But if you see, you write, does the text end with dance, right? Dance. I save that, and you see it's going to say not found. Why? Because the text doesn't end with dance, so it searches the exact match, okay, that you're giving it. Now another let me just bring this down a little. Okay, so now another meta character we have to consider is the star. Okay, now this star meta character it simply means you are checking for 0 or more occurrences of that particular string. Okay, so if you want to use that, you just simply write the string, for example dance, right? And then you say star. So it's going to check if there are 0 or more occurrences, and it's going to bring the result for you. So I'm just going to write that right here, and I have 0 or more occurrences, and I have ZZZ in this string. I'm going to save that, and then I would simply just run my code. So before I run my code, let me clear that, and then I have this, and you see it says not found because I can't find ZZZ anywhere. Okay, now the next thing we want to talk about is this plus. Okay, so plus as well. Now this plus meta character or symbol means you are looking for 1 or more occurrences, right? So 1 or more occurrences, 1 or more. Now the same way you did for this, you can just do for this. Just change it to plus like this, and then you can put DAN and save that. Okay, and when you come here, you can easily just run your Python code, and you see it says found. Okay, why? Because you can actually find 1 or more occurrence of DAN. Okay, now another meta character you need to know is the curly brackets. Okay, now the curly bracket simply means you are checking for exactly the specified number of occurrences. So you want to check for, is it exactly 1 occurrence, okay, or 2 occurrence, or 3 occurrence? So exact number of occurrence, and that means you're doing something like this. For example, so I want to check if Dan occurs once. Okay, and then if I save this, right, does Dan occur once? Yes, and I hit enter, and it says found, because actually Dan occurs once. Okay, another thing, I want to check if Z occurs once. If I save this once again, I come here and I run this, you see it says not found because actually Z does not occur once. Okay, so I'm going to clear that, and then one more character you can check is this sorry, not here. Another character you can check is the pipe symbol. So this pipe symbol, and this simply means you are doing the either or. Okay, this means either or, right? So just going to comment that out, and then the very last but not the least is, you know, using your brackets. Okay, so you can also use your brackets, and your bracket simply means so this is or, right? Now your bracket means that you want to check for a specific group. So you want to group different search patterns, you want to create a group, that is when you use your brackets. Okay, so let us combine. You can actually combine the meta characters to form a much more robust search string. And how you combine the meta characters is, I can say something like check, so I can just say check if this text begins with I, okay, I, and then I'm going to add the star, which means 0 more occurrences of the word dancing, and I'm going to add like the $sign right here and save this. Okay, and then I'll clear this, and then I'll run this right here, and you see it says found. Okay, so that brings us to the very end of the first part of the Python regular expression. Now in the next video we'll continue to talk about the regular expressions, where I'll discuss special sequences when you're dealing with regular expressions, and how you can actually come up with, you know, complex search patterns for regular expressions. So endeavor to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching.